Good evening, this is Shaman Oracle reading for the sign of Taurus. Let's start right away with the first card, this one here, called Departure. It's a departure from the old. And the card is asking, what are the possibilities of your life? What needs to be done to develop new ideas? Giving birth to new creations can be hard work, even painful at times. New goals take time and effort, but in the end it was worth your hard work. This card could be seen as a kind of a tadpole transforming into a frog. The medicine wheel is usually shown as a complete wheel, but here on this card, the wheel or the circle is not complete, but only a half circle. Does this card suggest to take a leave? Maybe you need a change. Maybe you need to transform, just like the tadpole transforms. Tadpoles symbolize fertility, and this happens when change takes place from a tadpole to a frog. The medicine wheel is a powerful wheel. It is a trendsetter, opening up new possibilities. Which is the direction that you should take, is asked here. And the message of the card is, what is the thing that you wanted to do for a very long time, yet you always postponed it? Start today. It might be something small, but the main thing is to start. It is your first step to start your journey, or the first seed you plant in the garden. No matter what you start a new beginning. Regarding your relationships, the card says even in the most important relationships, routine and boredom can sneak in. Make sure you do not let routine and boredom impact your relationships. And with regards to medicine, the card says to develop and to evolve is always important. Stay alert and open up to new possibilities. Learning never ends. What is it that you would like to learn? The card is asking. What gives you that enthusiasm that makes you excited enough to try out something new? Next card is the Spirit card, Rain Spirit. It's a soul card, and a spiritual blessing is on the horizon, says the card. Expect an unexpected blessing. Something will suddenly become very clear to you, Taurus. The card shows an unusual figure. A person wearing the cloak of a shaman, bringing us hope and remembrance. Tears are flowing out of one eye of this figure here. It's a sign of rain, and this rain is seen as lifesaver, especially by tribes who live in the desert or close by. Water is seen as a blessing, a gift of life. The message of the card is there is a higher power at work, a godly power of a spiritual world. Something that seems unimportant is happening in your life. Be aware to see things that you need to see. Things may hide or come into your life in another form, like wearing a mask to disguise the true reality. With regards to your relationship, accept light and darkness, strength and weakness. Take people as they are and show compassion, Taurus, because compassion is a blessing. It is better to show some sympathy than to right away criticize someone. The rain spirit teaches us that it is okay now and then to give more than to receive. Does not hurt you to be gracious and to show goodwill's power. With regards to medicine, the card says learn again to cry. Crying is healthy. Cry when you are happy and also cry with others to show your sympathy when you are thankful for the help of others, and cry when you feel deep desire to be one with the Great Spirit. Feel empathy for others and all living beings. We are the tool of the Great Spirit to become wiser within us. Next card for you, Taurus, is this one here. It's called Young Shaman. It's also a soul card, and this card here says to you, start your spiritual education, a challenge to connect daily life with spirituality. Learn the lessons. External aids like drums, rattles, or snake medicine helps you to encounter your inner powers. The card shows a shaman, an apprentice who is on a vision quest into an unknown territory. First, says the lesson, learn to survive in that unknown territory. There are support systems that help you to get through the unknown. A shaman apprentice learns the art of magic and the powers of medicine. The mental maturity test helps to give insight in naturopathic knowledge, and spiritual wisdom. To become versed in the secrets of a shaman is a possibility to both men and women. The message is cleanse yourself by using fasting and eating healthy. Do something that makes you sweat, like sports, and breathe deep and long. That good quality of air that is under free skies will be a benefit to you. Enjoy a bit free time for yourself and become aware that apprenticeship is a lifelong quest. There's always something new to learn. Once you understand that learning new things is part of your life, you better understand others and their actions. With regards to relationships, the card says only when you have a good relationship to yourself will you be able to have good relationships with others. Also, have a good relationship to Vankatanka, the Great Spirit. With regards to medicine, the card says look to find your master. The master shaman is what you seek to find. Don't give up. Find your best shaman who can teach you the things that you need to know. That's a good message for you, Taurus. Now we go to this one here. This one is the number 12. The number 12, and it is a sun sign, and it is called the woman with the snake skirt, and it relates to a healer. The rattlesnake healer is a scary appearance, and she is reminding you about your fate. She helps you to heal all sorts of pain, so let her get into action. She can teach you how to tackle problems because she is connected to important animal spirits. She calls the mighty animal spirits to come to help you out. She knows the secrets how to use healing powers and to get at the core of problems at hand. Balance and harmony is restored so that you can be healed. She blows tobacco smoke over your body so that a spiritual connection to your family and other people can function better. The rhythm of a healthy life, a healthy nourishment, not too much sugar, and lots of movement is what she tells you to do to stay well. Take a walk, go swimming, or ride a bike, and the woman with the snake skirt also advises you not to stay in unhealthy relationships. You deserve better, is what she's telling you. Try to encounter what your dreams might want to tell you. What is it you need to feel happy inside and out, Taurus? Use your heart and your hands to build in wisdom what is needed to bring fulfillment, which is called happiness. That's a wonderful message. Next one is this one here. It's the number 7, and it is a moon card of the synodic cards. It's the cave of the mother womb, and it relates to fertility. This card talks about your beginning, the start of life. Now it's time to discover new things, make new experiences, and to be brave and learn new ventures. The cave of the mother womb says yes to life by welcoming fertility to accomplish what had been hidden in the womb, awaiting to come alive. A heart has many tangled chambers, and the womb, too, reminds us of a place that protects the secrets of life that need to become reality. After all, things are ideal so that new life is born. That's a beautiful message here. Now we come to this one here. It's the number 8. It's a sun sign of the synodity. It's called Goddess of the Moon and relates to transit phases. When you get this card, you are reminded that your life needs a ritual, a calendar which keeps track of certain dates and events. Understand the deep meaning of holidays which give your life some certainty. Maybe it is time to reorganize your calendar. Have you added the moon cycles? They are important when you plant your crops and also when it is time for a harvest. You need to look deeper to understand the full implications of nature, says this card. The goddess of the moon is highly spiritual. She presents you with the milk of human evolution and human goodness. Her nature is charitable. The goddess of the moon is promising to serve you to the end of time. She says, I'm comfort in the night and a torch of light, and even in the darkest of nights, I'm always here with you. Now that's a beautiful message, right, Taurus? Now we go to your so-called energy cards, and the energy cards that was drawn for you is the number 32, and is called Door to Spirit. The door to Spirit is helping you to get a deeper understanding of your eternal identity. You have an unlimited potential when you increase your spiritual powers. Spiritual awakenings can lead to all kinds of new beginnings. Don't be surprised if you find yourself becoming more intuitive, not just with regards to increased awareness of spirituality, but also with regards of your own healing practices. The magic and the power of your true identity is now, says the card. And the card also says, or wants you to speak this affirmation: I relax and connect with my spirit's wisdom and power. I live in the peace that my spirit brings, and I know that the world of spirit supports me. Again, I relax and connect with my spirit's wisdom and power. I live in the peace that my spirit brings, and I know that the world of spirit supports me. Last time, I relax and connect with my spirit's wisdom and power. I live in the peace that my spirit brings, and I know that the world of spirit supports me. Beautiful, beautiful affirmation, right? The next card that came up for you, Taurus, is this one here. It is the ancestor card, the Warrior. The Warrior says, be fearless and stay strong. Don't back down, says this card. Make sure others hear your opinions, and make sure you don't settle for second best. The Warrior card helps you to recognize your fierce primal love within. Such a love protects yourself and your beliefs, even if you feel fear. That fear can be a sign that you are on the verge of something big. You are guided to call upon the inner warrior when you face, wait a moment, something that's unsettling or difficult. Don't be frightened and don't falter. Go ahead and trust the warrior within to make right decisions. Really powerful card for you, Taurus. Now we come to that one here, the Crow. The Crow card has the number 13, and it's one of the mystical Shaman oracle cards. And this card says the universal law, the law of truth, is in the power of the crow. The crow teaches us to be authentic, to walk our talk, not to say something, then act in opposite ways. When you speak the truth and also practice truth, Nothing can go wrong. All you say when it is true is your power. This power is co-creating with the universal law. So correct what is untrue in your life so that the truth can set you free. Don't let illusion seduce you. Look deeply into your heart and follow your highest truth. No longer do listen to your own wrong convictions, which try to convince you that something is true even though it is not. Next card for Taurus is this one, archetype card. This archetype card for you, Taurus, is called the comic. The comic is a joker, a clown, and also a fool. The comic carries a remedy for all that ails this world. Even within deepest pain and suffering, there is always a potential to use laughter to solve problems. The comic is often seen as a lowbrow or unsophisticated person, but in truth, the comic has a highly advanced mind and can be viewed as a kind of genius. Humor is needed to see situations for a bit detached a position rather than to be swept away by drama. The comic is aware of the messiness of life and he shapes messiness to the soothing ingredient needed to relieve stress in the serious mind. The comic is literally lighten us up, and there is usually the sage or the magician that works secretly their magic within the comic. The magician can heal anyone who is ready to listen, and the comic may be the archetype that heals the deep division in our world. One pun at a time, says the comic. The comic has plenty of shade to throw on others, and it can fall into shadow at the drop of a hat. Be aware of the sharp claws. Joy, jokes, and smiles are signs of a happy heart. Be wary of spiritual practices or teachers without a bit of humor. When this card's meaning is light, it relates to hilarious, ingenuous, spirited, and easy-going. When this card's meaning is dark, it relates to sarcastic, harsh, brooding, and sometimes even drunkenness. To go deeper, have the image of the laughing Buddha or a stand-up comedian as a good source of easy going. So that's a wonderful message for you, Taurus. Don't take life too seriously, and sometimes we have to laugh about even the most serious matters to keep going, right? Your animal spirit card is the beaver. The beaver is a water sign, stands for hardworking, for loyal, tireless, and also family-oriented. The beaver personality is good-natured and dependable. There is an infinite love and enthusiasm for family, and the beaver personality is, even though it is a water element, very much also an earth element. by putting much emphasis on stability, both in a stable home life and financial stability. Beavers might not be known by the initiator of a project, but once they start a project, they continuously work on it for weeks, months, or years to see it through. Steady wins the race, says the beaver. When the beaver card comes up in your spread, it signifies that a task at hand requires your long-term and steady efforts. It can also mean that should engage in some karma yoga, that you should engage in some karma yoga, which is selfless service. When the card's meaning is positive, it relates to a happy and meaningful work. When the card's meaning is not so positive, it suggests that you feel worn out and a bit useless. To restore balance, become more physical active, and also do things for others. Now we come to your animal spirit, to your plant spirit, Taurus, and this plant spirit is called Eucalyptus globulus. Eucalyptus. The Eucalyptus globulus says how you breathe shows how you live. Do you breathe short and flat? Then your mind is restricted, cannot have new ideas, a certain order in your life, and no progress. Do you breathe deep and with full conscience? Then your lungs become the needed oxygen to have the ability to build structure, clarity, and foresight. The card comes out to help you to fill your life with more breath, to give you a comfortable feeling of radiant health. Eucalyptus globulus says, I feel good. Every breath shows me the wonder of life by supporting my lungs. I breathe free and powerful, and the effect is that a fragrant green plant nourishes your soul, gives peace to your mind and your body, and the whole well-being leads to your freshness. Especially your breathing apparatus benefits from the eucalyptus and gives a new circulation to body and soul. Eucalyptus can build bridges of a new dimension by deepening your ability to breathe and so lift the veil by leading you into mastery of deeper breathing and also meditation to connect to this plant soul in the deepest sense. There is a tip to awaken fully in the mornings. Give 2 to 3 drops of eucalyptus oil to your shower floor and enjoy the fragrance and rejuvenation while you take a shower. And the last card here for you, Taurus, is the Divine Feminine card called Mary Magdalene, the apostle to the apostles. Mary Magdalene says, I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. Again, I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. Last time, I am the bridge between heaven and earth, and I am fully human and fully divine. So, that was the reading for Taurus. I hope you enjoyed it. And I wish you a nice evening, and I see you back next time. Okay? Thank you. Goodbye.